Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, here it is, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to my stream again.
I don't want to be a computer stream
So-
again.
Relly is missing.
Yeah, he's gonna be up in a few. Was having dinner.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we're just. I'm just trying to find
yeah, just one moment, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Candy cane. Or sorry,
Honestly,
candy corn.
that book showed his age. Bond's attitude toward a few things are just, yeah, it's from that time period.
Well, yeah, you have to go by how Ian Fleming wrote it.
Yeah,
Hey, Riley.
who in and of
Hello.
himself is kind of a questionable person.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But he does write a really well thought out character, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Although we never fully understood why he wanted to include the kink of back rubs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Maybe
what is-
because he
sometimes you
always
just
are you
liked
still
back rub,
are you still
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about James Bond?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
It's screen time.
more so the author.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
It may not be a fetish, but it's more like in a dire need of massage.
It's just
Pain,
kind
yeah.
of awesome.
Yep.
I think it's more just the comfort idea of being somewhere safe and you're being taken care of. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Pheonix Wright, Ace Attorney trilogy.
All right.
Yes.
And no James R. Bonds do be found here.
Me, Lego man, you said that again.
What?
Okay.
Huh?
No,
What? Yes.
Nothing. You just
I
what?
am not hecking cute.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
making cute.
Incorrect. Yes, you are.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, majority vote wins.
Oh well.
But what?
You're a cute, powerful laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're such a cute
Okay,
computer. Just with your cheeks
just-
pinched.
February 24th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all,
Okay, Thatcher.
The victim was me,
Lana, yeah, you remember you were the sister.
sister. The victim was murdered in two different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Yeah. We'll be eventually waiting for Supa.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You'll be here.
Lana.
Good morning, Mr. Wright. Well, just yesterday, I was indisposed.
I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning.
We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So, how'd it go?
It was as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless.
And it's not my fault this time.
I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this Simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
But Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regrets, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are.
Miss Sky.
Hmm?
We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall.
What kind of trace evidence?
Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact.
Perfect timing,
Hey,
Supa.
Oh, I was just enjoying it too.
No, you're still Lana.
Yeah, you're still Lana.
No, Soup's gonna be the judge and chief of police, Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but stop eating wham.
Never.
Okay, you're Red Line, right?
Yes.
Sour cream and onion flavored.
Yeah, well, wake me up before you go. Okay. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky?
Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Oh, please.
All right.
You.
Dum dum. February 24th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
All
Law
right,
and
here,
order begins.
here we go.
All right, Soups.
Okay.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lena Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is.
Oh, is it, Mini Lagman said, isn't it just me or does Super look more feminine right now? I tried.
What? What is that?
I tried to make him a bit less feminine, okay?
No, it looks great.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't think there was any change on Soups.
I mean, Super was meant to be lazy, okay? I mean, no.
gonna take a look at your stream.
I get it. No, Vaz,
No,
I get it because
I mean, chill, okay, okay?
Tanuki. I know because Tanuki. I get it.
I think the only thing that you could change is just how his eyes kind of shape, because he seems to have sort of feminine eyelids or something like that. That would be all.
does not have tits, Lego.
Yeah, no.
No, he's
like,
just
honestly.
made wrong.
Vaz, I'm seeing those eyes shifting back and forth. And the DSP shifty eyes going on there.
I
Oh my god, dude!
All right.
look, I tried, okay?
That was Legos.
Look, I did go by the reference, okay?
It's okay. Look, I just say I'm going by Tanuki's in Japanese mythology have a body type that kind of looks, as that way. If I'm correct, Supa, you're Tanuki, correct?
Lego.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're done trying to dig ourselves into a hole, let's continue.
Okay. We're already there.
The
All right.
prosecution.
Okay.
The prosecution is. Soups.
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
Well, that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
That's supposed to be an admiral trait?
Alright.
Very well, let the trial resume.
Okay.
On
Alright.
the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
I bit my lip doing that.
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
What the hell? I've never seen that before.
Oh my gosh.
I bit my lip
Wow,
with one of my
from the get-go.
canines there. Ow.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, I've done that
Who's
before.
that? Jeez.
I used to have braces for so long that I used to...
Officer,
Oh boy. Everybody
Will the-
lower the volume.
Okay.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is that would be murder, sir. Oh, Andy.
murder is that an occupation?
So you're telling us that you're a professional killer.
Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir.
Oh, I hate him.
We hate him very.
What we'd like to hear
Sir,
from
I'm
you
going to
is...
call upon the younger generation, sir. I'll post the results of the building anniversary and come out.
And
Please,
before
Mr.
anybody
Edgeworth,
says
sir, help me, sir.
Help me!
Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I'm part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir.
You can't fault him for lack of enthusiasm.
I'm a very bad Gen Zer, sir.
Please don't make me
Yeah, oh
say
my God.
Stevie D.
What?
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day, sir. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room, sir. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked, sir. I fought for my life, then I did it. I finally did it, Andy. I killed him. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Oh.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you?
Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Makin's family model, sir. Oh.
I see. And you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need here is more info to work with.
Yeah. I guess we have to press him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Yikes, now there's a scary thought.
Yep.
Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. Oh, I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir!
The Blue Badger?
Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by Chief of Detectives, sir!
Wait, I thought that was created by...
I was so sure it wasn't broken during the transferal process, sir!
Again,
That was my sole mission for the
Gumshoe
day, sir!
was tasked with building it. Nobody else provided in the
The
blueprint.
chief of this was the chief of police's idea. I mean,
Okay,
chief of
I got
detective.
confused. I thought Gumshoe was the one who thought it up.
Chief of detectives.
I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there?
Okay.
Oh. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir! I have one right around my neck! So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here!
Could you please read us the number without shouting?
Yes, sir! It's 498-9596! That's my number, sir! I see, huh. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. Oh. Oh, Meekins.
Sorry, I was getting a drink.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I see.
No worries.
So it was during that second time when?
Yes, sir! That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. I thought it was Otis, the town drunk. Alright, Bass.
Again, sorry
Okay.
for the
ID
occasional
card.
pauses as well.
That-
I just
No
find that
worries.
I'm not used to doing the judge, so I might zone out on.
Oh, no, you did
occasionally.
good, actually. Alright, as you say, Bass.
ID card record. ID's wall who entered the evidence room on 221. Okay.
No, I'm not yelling that. So, you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife!
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then?
Well, with me charging on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's what I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand.
Maybe you just keep your hand would it be?
Oh, so that's how his hand got cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar.
That feels like a stretch.
What exactly do you mean when you said you did it? I know I don't work the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir.
Oh boy.
The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You must excuse him. The trainer taught him wrong, as a joke.
Yeah, they used to call me Whip Low in the police academy.
His name's not Jackie Chan, it's Jucky Chun.
I'll spin him around and perform a disarming maneuver. Okay, he is Whip Low. I'll make sure to close my eyes like a man. See, he must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my own blood, and then the next thing I knew,
Yes?
he punched me right in my face, sir. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 17:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain.
It's alright, you weren't using the brain cells.
I mean,
That's
it's nice that you
nice.
recovered, that is.
Oh, God. Judge is stone cold. When I came around, though, I'll make sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. VIP. I'll return him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Don't mind the red blood all over Blue Badger. Well, we can all rest easy now.
Actually, did we ever use the spray on it? Yeah, we did, and there was no blood, so that can't actually be valid.
I know. I just, if realistically, I would just imagine Meekins would forgo bandaging himself and just drag Blue Badger out while bleeding.
God. I almost like her to like realistic and blood combined together.
Sorry, Soup.
That was mainly because you guys were talking. I didn't want to be rude.
Okay.
Fair
Yes,
enough.
Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? It's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins?
With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it?
What is that? Videotape?
Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. It's like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Well then, let's have a look.
All right, ready for some more 3D?
Yeah.
Can I at least get popcorn ready? Oh, no?
Soup.
Okay.
Sorry, Soups.
So it's a video of you murdering the victim.
Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
I
Hey,
think
Kizu-
there's Meekins
trial.
was talking, to be honest.
A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? I know, I'm with you there, Pheonix. All right, here you go. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Die, Blue Badger.
The cold, dead eyes of a
Oh, there we go.
mascot.
There's Goodman. Okay.
The evidence
Glove.
is of a locker
Glove don't
cell.
fit. Yeah, okay, we saw the glove.
Quite
How
a
convenient his face
convenient.
is hidden.
What do you think you're doing over there?
Okay, that's honestly a very good model of Meekins right there.
Oh, yeah, I like it. Watch out! Oh!
How convenient that his
Oh,
face
and there
is
goes
hidden
Whipple.
the entire time.
Oh no! Meekin's just dead.
Yeah. Then who are we? And then we see Meekins just fade into the ether.
But then who was
Oh my God, Andy, he got me! He got me!
But above all, how freaking annoying the blue badger is.
To be honest, depending on where he got cut on his hand,
Well, you know
he
what's
easily could've
hilarious
bled
is
out.
that this kind of they framed it like almost horror right there, you know, with the music and everything, so it works.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing.
Mickey's is an idiot.
How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell was that?
We kill Meekins.
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's a blue badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly?
I would like
Security
to state for the
video.
record, I
Video
was
from the
forced to
security
do
camera
it.
placed in the evidence room.
Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and some sort of, activity did seem to take place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice.
Oh, no, it won't.
Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins?
I bit my lip again. Ow. Ow.
Oh, oh.
doing that?
Yes, sir. That's you wish, sir.
It's hard not to when you need to do an elderly voice where you have your lips wrinkled into your mouth.
Oh, yeah, mystery man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So not for him. No one else could have unlocked it.
What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks assure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. It's where I have to start. Yep. All right. Mystery man.
So, press all three first?
Yep. Yeah, we... Oh. Yep.
Dasher, everything all right over in your end?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter? The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you're the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them. You see...
Relatable. ADHD.
Yeah, it's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sorry it was him. I bet my dibs on it.
We look forward to confiscating your badge later.
No! But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that, sir. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it,
Oh,
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Sorry, a little saliva slipped down my throat.
why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Oh my gosh. I'll say, Meekins.
I say, boy, I say.
Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the mood, in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir! You claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he opened the locker. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir! I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. Well, you see, there's TNT, and
he
then
tried
I had
his
a
bow.
wrecking ball, and then, yep. Alright, Soup, sorry.
If a man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir, and this too! Unquestionably. Okay, yeah, that's...
Let's question him.
How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. Like this one lady called the cough-up queen.
I feel sorry for you already.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. Uh-oh, hello?
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you're the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his handprint that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
He has glove on it.
You have a point. That footage doesn't lie.
That is... Unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? Yes, there's a
Oh
problem.
yes, because the guy was wearing gloves.
Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Right.
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? The video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Well, that's sure it's worth.
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. Yeah. He would want me to point it out.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video.
Ah.
This is the first time I've ever had to do that. Uh-oh.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you fast forward, rewind, or pause the video.
But
Take
can
a
I
good look.
zoom and enhance? Okay.
And be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times! I can't stand watching this video! How did this guy become a police officer? It's like that Ring movie. If you see it, you die in 7 days.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten me.
Other problem I have with elderly voices is they make me yawn, so just a
Oh
warning.
boy, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a contradiction already. The Blue Badger. He did it.
But
He did it.
Okay.
okay then.
What?
Dancing.
All right.
Oh yeah. This Blue Badger remix is amazing.
Oh wait, the light is on.
Here's another thing. He's wearing gloves.
Well, we
So-
can't really tell yet. Like, we have to see where it shows gloves. Like, a glove fell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't tell. That could have just been the model. That's why I like how they did it in black and white. You still can't tell.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah, it's lawn. Right there.
also, Supa, it has just dawned on to me that the voice that you're doing reminds me of the voice done in the Bugs Bunny skit where he hides Bugsy in the oven.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, come on, give me the left, give me the left. Yeah, it's like, oh no, hide in here, hide in here. No, not here, not here. Yeah, okay. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, the name is me, sir. As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this.
Okay.
When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match... Maggie! The light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. This music... If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture and this music. I'm telling you, that's a stone cold killer right there. Yeah, 5 Nights at Blue Badger.
And the game crashes upon being booted up.
And there's an apology in the files.
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker... let's rewind to a little earlier. Okay. He is jittering right there.
Yeah, he just all of a sudden went.
He got possessed. Here, notice the light?
It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut.
Yep.
So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. I'm a Nova, so I should keep my mouth shut. What do you think, Miss CSI?
Maybe something like jammed the system sensor?
Something... Jam the sensor? Say... There's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I
And
thought so
here's where
too.
the glove comes in.
There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause for this.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
And I bit my lip again. Ow!
Jesus
Blame it on the
Christ.
Blue Badger.
Mhm.
I'll say that 5 times fast.
Blame it on the blue badger. Blame it on the blue badger. No, I can't do it.
Oh,
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Uh-huh.
What are we looking at, Mr. Wright?
Oh, yep.
What's this? Something white fell out of a locker.
But, sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when the doors are open. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my card. We
They're
can't
just
be
ignoring
sure.
him at this point.
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door, i.e. it was jammed?
Inserted?
Sorry, my mic didn't pick me up when I said that
Yeah,
for some reason.
yeah. So the Goodman's locker was jammed. Yeah, that is a way to get around sensors. So that's a little bit of a tactic right there too. So it's not like this is like, oh, this could never happen. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
We're just
Not only
ignoring
that-
him.
Not only that, yeah, he's become a police academy character. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene.
Alright, just a moment, I gotta take a swig myself.
Another thing with sensor is that they can sometimes really not work at all, or just function at any point.
There just might have been something that fits the description. But, sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. For the defense, please present the relevant evidence.
What was the insulator that was stuck in the locker door? The glove.
The glove?
I hate that
Yeah.
doing old voices makes me yawn. Ugh.
Okay. Do you want to swap roles, Super?
No, it's fine. I don't mind.
I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't,
There it is. Ah!
but we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to
Gorilla
depict the
grunt.
victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It would appear... Sir!
Is he? I just noticed.
He's choking himself, yeah, with the handcuff and the tie.
Why?
Because he's
Order!
Because he's that big of an idiot.
Very clumsy.
So we are to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman.
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What?
Hey,
Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir! Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh! You mean that, sir? Of course, sir! Is this a joke?
Very well, begin your testimony.
Yes, Phoenix, it is.
Again,
Mystery
sorry
Mansion.
for yawning so much.
Oh, it's fine.
No worries.
There is one thing that proves that this man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it, sir. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Okay.
An ED, brain blur, an ID card record. I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 1714 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. And Gumshoe's junk. Special cases. Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on the end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination.
Okay. Here we go. Alright,
So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir! Solid as stone, sir! If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, sir! I would give you the V for victory song, sir!
couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully.
Mr. Meekins is so clumsy that he misplaced his other thumbprint.
Yep. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Is that card hanging one of these ID cards?
Keep it together.
Yes, sir! This card right next to my cuff, sir! I'll keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Oh, remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
Yeah, you should.
At any rate, each police officer has only 1 ID card. Except for Gumshoe's up to 3.
Oh.
Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Well, Gumshoe admitted himself.
Oh, yeah.
Please proceed with your testimony.
I've just been enjoying Meekins. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Yes, Vass? Sorry, you said something?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I thought Vaz... I thought Vaz was saying something.
Oh, no, I just, he's been enjoying, Vass been enjoying me voicing Meekins.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just being goopy with his
Okay,
screen wipe
Goofy,
on my mouth.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
Would you say that you're a goofy goober?
Goofy candy corn. What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
Thank you. So it is, Your Honor. Oh, man, not the boxer. Oh my God, rabble. Man in Blue, a murderer? What? You've got the wrong color, kid.
Did we just make Deadpool wheeze?
Yep.
You good there, Mr. Tea Kettle?
I'm all right.
Jesus Christ, I think that might have been the longest tea kettle wheeze we've heard out of you, Mr. Teapot.
And there's a clip.
Christ.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
hell.
don't need to mind.
Did not cut me off.
Apparently, muffling your voice makes Deadpool die laughing. Or in this case,
I'm dumber.
it would seem the Inquiry Committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must have been so difficult for him.
Nah,
Not really.
you got it worse.
Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir, he didn't show me any ID card, sir. He said this was his ID. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any kind of reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked?
Seeing you, no.
Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm
hold on.
confused.
I mean, that's the truth.
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got.
Okay, so one of these things is the contradiction. We just have to figure it out.
One of these
All right,
is,
guys,
is-
get your thinking caps on.
one of these is not like the other.
Or in Deadpool's case, his thinking mask on.
No, that would him. No, wait a minute. If it's Deadpool, is he using the Ryan Reynolds mask or the Hugh Jackman mask?
No, I'm using the mask that I have displayed whenever I go out in public.
Okay.
Or the mirror.
Okay, so...
Hold on. Now I'm a little bit curious. I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, no,
To
that's
enter the
his
evidence
actual
room.
mask.
All right, so that is the one. When an ID card is used, there's a record. Yes, we know that. The detective had used his card. Okay, so we need. Okay, this is where we need to figure out about this because, I think it has to do with the. I think it's the security list again. The who came in.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it's the security list.
You do.
Also, how well am I coming in?
Good.
You sound the
Well,
same.
Yeah,
Okay,
IDs.
because I did actually put on the mask I use whenever I go
Are you
outside.
are you using the X-Aid mask?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
What's the time?
Hello, Vix, Kizu.
Well, hello there.
Hello
Okay.
to two very
All right.
beautiful women.
Woohoo!
Hey there, Kizu.
Good evening. I hope you enjoy
You know that.
the interrogations of one
General Kenobi.
of one Officer Barney Fife.
Officer what?
He was the dopey deputy from the Andy Griffith Show that the voice I've been doing. That was Don Knotts' character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
famous actor Don Knotts. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Okay, let's go back to their statements just to be sure. When an ID card is used to enter, there's one other thing that proves the man was detected. That's not it. Yeah. One must use their ID card. Yeah, that's true. When an ID card is used as a record, that's true. I think it's this one, but I don't know what the because it's not the security list. The detective. Okay, but he's saying at the time of the crime.
Well,
what
is
was the
it-
time?
You
Oh,
remember
wait, is it
where
the,
you found that ID card?
Oh
Yeah, I
shoot!
was
Yeah, we
gonna
found
say.
it. We found it in the parking garage.
Yeah, so it's the actual ID card itself.
Yes, the ID card. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir.
Oh, you're gonna have to.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
A lost item report. It's only half completed.
Yeah, I was wondering when we were going to present that. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess, you believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
Order. So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought.
It don't?
The man
Which
Officer
Meekus
Meekus
does not
encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Oh no!
Order. Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. You suck. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Yeah.
But bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 17:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, you must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. It's a fake! In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
That's a completely different series.
Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Nothing!
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place. He's the only faker around here, Your Honor. At the police department at 17:15 on the day of the crime.
So we can eat those words.
So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah!
Well,
I wish I had that Postal 3. Ah!
I mean, actually, when you think about it, we found the ID card at the parking lot, so how could the person here have used it?
I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Played for like a fool.
Fiddle.
Damn fiddle!
Exactly.
And it won't be the last time.
The activities in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim of the Meekins encounter? And where did this person disappear to?
And why did it all end in a church?
However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Thank you. Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or it's long.
What do I do? I'm supposed to get myself out of this mess. Object. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. That we need to keep rewinding this tape on the Rally OS. The security video did not show the actual murder. Yeah, 3D model of Blue Badger playing on Rally OS.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Oh! Fatality.
I don't know why we had to play it in full, though.
However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of that matter.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary.
Okay, not gonna lie, I
The
have
prosecution
to say.
prepared.
DP, as you were saying.
I was half expecting him to say, "It looks like we're gonna have to kill him."
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Right.
Your time to shine, Rally.
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh, whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have to
That tongue twister, fuck.
This person whom you would have testify. What is his or her name?
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed.
How do you say that?
Subpoenaed.
Subpoenaed, okay. One of the few words I don't know how to say. Will the prosecution
Fair enough.
please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
All right, we're in the ladder.
All right, Dasher.
Alrighty.
February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
There's no
Number.
stopping you, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured out everything out.
I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything.
Emma,
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
Oh, you
You'd be so
bitch.
cold. Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
And then he pushes Lana aside.
And this happens. This
I
just
hope I'm not
imagining him-
interrupting anything else. Oh, hey, why are you on the floor?
I'm just imagining him teleporting in and just launching Lana across the room like in a cartoon.
No, just like
Oh.
what happened in our Doom playthrough, Gumshoe telefragged in.
Oh God! We did then.
Oh no, worse. The Left 4 Dead 2. She's stuck somewhere.
How?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I really need to get that sound effects when Majima drives his bright pink truck to come save Kiryu in Yakuza 3. Anyway, I guess I'm back. I'll come back later then.
Nope.
To clarify,
Wait, Detective
this
Gumshoe, what is it?
This is
Oh,
what
sorry,
I heard when this is what I heard when he appeared. Lana gets launched, and this is all you hear.
Good,
Oh,
good
yeah.
old physics engine. You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And on top of you call me here, I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
Well, you better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Oh, indeed. There they are, standing in a row.
Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
Oh.
Anyway, I didn't see you here there, Chief Prosecutor Sky, with an E.
The room of what did they say with me? That's okay. So, have you got what I asked?
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Now this
Damn it.
is to be Santa.
Damn it, you stole my joke. You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
My name?
His name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SNL-9 incident files?
Very poor imitation, I say.
I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident?
Oh no, that's
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness to that case.
Miss Sky was a witness?
no. SO9 incident files for the Joe Dark killings about 2 years ago.
Joe Dark.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders.
Or Yakuza.
No, you don't.
Okay, let's read them.
I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm snickering to myself just imagining it saying the Joe Dirt killings, if anybody knows that.
Oh,
Joe
yeah. David Spade. Yeah, Joe Dirt. Long live the
time.
mullet. Incident number SL9. Closed. Perpetrator, Joe Dark. Crime, serial murder. Sentence, death. Victims, Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates, Jason Knights,
Christ.
Rachel Moss, Neil Marshall.
Oh!
You're the
Marshall.
big buff ball.
Head
I
prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses
Yeah.
Lana Sky, Emma Sky. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Oh,
hold
wait a
on.
minute. You didn't go to the last page yet.
Hold on. It says
Did he-
Neil
Did he
Marshall was one of the
note his
victims.
Serial murder?
Yeah, Edith Kirby. Oh, my gosh. Jack Kirby. The Investigation Task Force. Executive Investigators Damon Gant, Lana Sky. Head Investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Star.
Okay,
we seen Angel Star before? That name sounds
I
familiar.
believe, yeah, of course, like,
Off of Queen.
I believe, like, believe Jake Marshall had some grudge against this case. Because,
Yeah, because Joe Dark. Joe Dirt killed a.
kill one of his relatives.
You said Joe Dirt's nuts in my head. No, I remember that movie. I mean, everyone hated it, but it lived up to the test of time.
What is it?
Joe Dirt. No, the
Oh.
movie's called Joe Dirt. It's David Spade with a really like glorious
Funny
mullet.
little fact. When I was in high school, the janitor of our high school, every year for Halloween, he'd actually dress up like Joe Dirt.
Wow.
Rock
Oh,
on.
nice.
Wow. I wonder if we could get a crossover with Joe Dirt and Pablo and Mall Cop.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both friends about Adam Sandler, so
Yeah,
Shared universe.
I still remember that parody that they did in if anyone ever saw the series Clarence, where he loved the movie Paul Blarps, and it was just Paul Blarp.
keeping up with the kids.
Yeah, who blarded? Just kidding. That was his catchphrase.
Oh, what? Now I've got to bring your stuff. You're just going to ignore me?
Emma, but why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in here? I don't know. Unless... No. It couldn't be. Lana! This SL9 is that...
Dasher.
That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings.
The Joe Dark? No, Lana! That's over with! No!
Emma, wait! She ran away.
Huh. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere where that lady's going. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Come back! We still have Master Tucker.
Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence.
Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I better take a good look at this file.
Yeah.
To be continued on Ace Attorney Quest. Brought to you by Sierra.
To the ladder!
No.
The ladder, baby!
This is really this is now Ace Attorney's Quest in full, Dasher. February 24, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
Now wait till investigations.
Number 9 lodge.
Sorry, I just had a heart attack. Some random asshole just set up a firework outside.
Wow!
It scared the crap out of me.
Let me guess. Guys, it's a second Independence Day. Woo!
I don't know, but all I know is that that one sounded like one of the mortar types.
Oh, of course, that's what people love doing. There's a video recently of some idiot with a mortar. Please don't look it up. It is very graphic. Let's just say you should never light a mortar in your hand.
I know.
Absolutely not.
I know that video.
Yeah.
I wish I wouldn't hear that.
Just to give a good example, think of it like holding a firecracker in your hand and it blows up. It's not fun.
See, here's the thing, Vass, about mortars. They have very, very, very short fuses, as in less than a second that they're lit, they will go off. People like to take the mortars out of the launchers and, like, you know, either put them on the ground or throw them. But that's the thing, is that especially if they short fuse the mortars, which a lot of companies will do to get the most bang of the buck, it will cause extreme damage.
That honestly sounds like it should be illegal.
It is, but people still get them, and people still use them.
Improperly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not like fireworks.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Emma didn't come back. Uh-oh. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. All right, Rally. Time for the Lone Ranger.
Oh, God. The cows came home, of course.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Cowpuncher.
Who said be right back?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hey, partner. Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
They shoot you for that in Texas.
As for my name, if you can listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out.
To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct?
Yeah, according to the papers, partner. And a desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No mere paper can sum it up.
And yet, many have tried.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English.
The Queen's English.
Not to be mistaken with the King's English. That's technically out of date.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyhow. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it all went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
Well said, Rifleman.
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't hear me. See me complaining now.
Damn fired.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean, the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
For a moment, I thought he was going to say one of the security systems was the Blue Badger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But by the way, Super, when you said that someone was setting off fireworks, I know why they're celebrating fireworks, but I don't want to get into that.
I know,
Yeah.
like I said, Vass, they're pretending like this is the new 4th of July, the second 4th of July.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
What about the rabbits?
Fingerprint activated locks. What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
He's not being very helpful.
Hmm.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders.
Now, everyone's got their weaknesses, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, done to press.
Well, how exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I'm just a caretaker.
We've all feel that one.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for him to say he was managing a boot hill. Yeah. You interred them. A graveyard, that's called a boot hill.
Videos and nothing aren't very useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape.
If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours.
Each time I'd erase a tape, felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
Rally, I am digging that you're also doing the whole, like, him using a spittoon. Thanks. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. Oh yeah, 3 rounds. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you, that ain't my style.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
No desperado I know lets these rules get in his way.
No desperados I know join the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime.
Now, just between you and me, I didn't even set foot in that evidence room that day.
There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that?
Nah, sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt there for weeks.
How does this guy avoid being fired?
He always buys around, so we always keep him around.
You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence.
And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism?
Nah, sorry, partner. I ain't too good with them machines there. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works.
That's quite, incredible. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. Ooh, excuse me.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
What were you doing in a place like that?
I was eating sketty.
Spaghetti Western.
Not even Angel steak lunches can beat that part of their Vongole sepia pasta.
You mean to tell us you'll abandon your police duties to eat some noodles?
Damn
Armstrong's
straight,
restaurant.
partner.
They're very
Now,
good
not all
noodles.
desperados eat tacos there.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want a raise this year?" Out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
That's right now, partner. Or as you call it, evidence. Do you plan to pin this crime? Pin me to this crime? Then you better draw, boy. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west until sunset.
Shane, don't go!
One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guiding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Yeah, Texans don't take orders from no one.
Oh,
Everyone knows that.
apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a
He's
trunk.
not even from Texas, though. I thought we established
LA. Yeah, Los Angeles. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool.
I mean, most of the builds are filmed in probably LA somewhere.
Well, or as I mentioned,
confirm,
spaghetti
actually.
westerns meant that those were westerns filmed in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Before I use
Or
Oh,
by
you-
Italian directors.
before I use it though, I better up the ante.
Okay.
I gotta play some Buso poker with this one.
Okay, so where do we start?
Okay, the room's protected by 2. Okay, we know that's correct. If I remember right, I was a street side. So we need to figure out where he was at, because he's saying he was at Armstrong's, is what he was saying.
You know, there's a place called Armstrong's near where I live.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
neat.
Yeah.
What do they serve?
It's like Italianish, kind of.
Okay.
It's real expensive, though. Place
Wait.
wood.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You'd have
I
to
like
say
that.
Didn't we have
your
his?
keyboard to eat there, huh?
Oh, didn't we have his ID at some point, or something to do with it?
No.
Let's see. Goodness Lost Report.
Yummy.
Let's see. Not the glove. Unstable jar. Oh, no, it was the evidence locker. Wasn't that Marshall's locker?
It was his fingerprints.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's what we can bust him on this. So we know he went in there.
At least at some point, yes.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
This was right. Yep.
Ooh.
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this?
Just felt another house shaker.
Wait.
Oh man.
Oh.
Super, where are you living at anyway? So I forgot.
California.
California.
Why would they? I don't understand. Why would they?
I'll just
It's
put it this
another
way,
part of
even
Dumb
though
Fucking
there's a
said.
lot of fireworks that are illegal here, people don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because it's from across the border.
Honestly, California feels no different than Florida, as you might say.
Well, no, we
would
got the
leverage
Florida,
its
we got the Florida man and woman, and that's all we have, and we're called Florida for a reason because we're stupid.
So you
That's kinda
admitted
funny.
that.
Well, because 2000, the 2000 election, that's why Florida. I got to hear that all the time while I was in recruit training command up in Great Lakes in the Navy.
This is probably when Bush was elected, right?
Yeah, because Gore, VP Gore wanted to keep getting recounts on Florida, and then we had the whole issue that there was a lot of old folks that didn't know how the hanging chads voting system worked in Florida, so we had to go by weeks and weeks and weeks. Nobody knew who was going to be the president until finally Gore conceded. I think it was late December that finally Bush was selected.
Let's see.
Oh no, it was bad.
Okay.
All right, because
Very.
everything was decided because both candidates were at a stalemate. Somebody needed Florida to win, so that's the reason why we're called Florida. Because without Florida, neither one candidate would win and the other would lose. That's how nail clincher it was in 2000. Okay. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you drag me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
It's quite simple, partner. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint.
Living real good now, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of the crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds.
You're no crypt keeper.
About
Oh, I was gonna
once
say
a
that.
month.
I know, I was gonna say that. Once a month? Ugh.
It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
A gasp!
But this, what is the meaning of this? The blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene!
The blood was wiped away. However, Illuminol tests clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall,
Seems to me that there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the blood-stained fingerprints?
Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime.
You know, now that I look at Jake Marshall's badge, it looks like the symbol from Marathon almost.
It does.
Oh, yeah. Kinda.
I've yet
Like I
to see it,
said.
so I'll take your word on it.
It's like you flip it upside down. It's like the marathon.
Yeah, it'd be
logo.
the Marathon symbol, yeah.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same time as the bloodstained handprint. Murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know that the murderer was wearing gloves?
Wait, how does
See?
he know that?
I had nothing to do with it.
Wait.
How does he know the
Blast event
murderer was
corridor.
wearing? How did he know the murderer was wearing gloves? Actually,
Because they're always wearing gloves.
The witness's explanation appears valid. Although there's room for doubt.
Yeah, life wouldn't be any fun without any doubt, partner.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Yeah, about the glove thing.
Okay, should I present or press?
Probably press, because we don't know what exactly.
How do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports.
There was a bloodstain at the scene thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
Yeah.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So that would mean the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
It's the only logical conclusion.
Oh, of course. I can't let him squirm out of this one. I've got to find something decisive to tie Officer Marshall to this crime.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Great job, honestly, Relius.
Oh, very.
No.
Oh yeah, Super, did you see the clip I posted in No Mic?
no, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. And no hurry.
Oh yeah, that Bugs cartoon. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
All right.
But
So
it's mostly the officer voice that I wanted to share with Super.
how is it possible?
Let's see. Or you didn't know that the murderer was wearing gloves. Security video. I don't know if the security video. If we can do that. No.
Now,
Because-
you listen here, boy. You gotta present some better evidence than just that if you want to pin something on me. You hear?
Blue Badger.
Yes, present fingerprint kit.
Just present the spray bottle.
I was
Just take it out, start
joking.
spraying him.
I know, no, that. Yeah.
Use luminol spray on Cowboy.
Well, I mean, we are going by CR logic now, Dasher.
Okay. So do we have to press anything else, or do we have to find something? to present?
Let me see the other statements. All right. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. Next, one of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstain. Press that one. So then, what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please
There's no
explain.
My locker's covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened.
Okay.
Yeah, let's press that. The murderer touched mine by chance. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. So you're saying there's a chance.
On the contrary, you could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward for me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Oh yeah, 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 press. Unrelated.
They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal.
Uh-oh.
One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with this.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
What the hell was that?
Because he yelled, the Muppet yells, "Nom, nom," like that at the end. It was a Muppet Show song. Yeah. I know my classics, Dookie.
It sounded like Deadpool got choked out at the end of that. Like somebody just came up from behind him and just choked him.
Yeah, that was actually kind of the. That was kind
Or
of
even-
the.
Or even
I was
better,
still following
like
I was still following the whole little
hydrate.
in the background, and I just figured, oh, it'd be funny if I just kind of died towards the end of that bit.
Oh, speaking of hydrate, you hydrated VS?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'll give you one more, and then I took a hydrate shot there too because saying uses a lot on my voice.
I would, but
Really?
apparently I'm out.
What was that again? Sorry.
I would hydrate too, but apparently I'm fresh out.
Oof. Yeah. Again,
Oh,
Suka,
no.
I am sorry that they are being dum-dums out there. Really, like to me, fireworks should only be saved for 4th of July, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and maybe occasionally, like down here, we have a lot of Colombian neighbors, so they do Innocente, where they do shoot fireworks off at Christmas.
Ooh.
Where we used to live, we actually had some idiots that would set off fireworks for Christmas.
Well, I've had that for a couple years now, but I mean they don't go all night. Thank goodness.
Mine did.
Yeah, but I am so sorry they're doing that too. Like I don't know if you can report it or anything to whatever.
Unfortunately, no. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Back to this though.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you know the murderer was wearing gloves? I'm trying to think of like because the security. Obviously, we have the security tape. The thing with Jake Marshall is there's got to be some type of evidence that we can pin him that he was in that room and that was his fingerprint. No, the what was it, the 7777777 yeah. No, I guess not. How does this contradict? I don't know. Again, anyone has any
Well,
of insight, let me know.
well, the only thing I can.
Stream chat, this is Pheonix. Can I phone a friend?
Yeah. You need
Oh,
one, guys?
good. Somebody's tapping in chat to gain aid and something.
Is that your final answer?
Oh man, I just realized something. It would be cool to see chat plays an Ace Attorney game.
Why not?
What is?
They play Dark Souls.
Raleigh is trying to be sneaky. It's not working. Oh, okay.
Let's see.
So
Murderer was wearing gloves.
yeah, we're trying to tie him to the whole like we know that it's his fingerprints and he was in there.
Actually, wait a minute. We have the VH tape.
Yeah, but where would we? I'm trying to think of where we present it because it wasn't on this one.
Your Honor. Nuh-uh.
But no, I mean specifically like he was not present for this.
Stabbing.
So how would he have been aware that, you know, there would be gloves present?
He already
or-
explained that he's privy to the files.
Yeah.
He says like the very first
natural
segment, even.
fingerprints being. To be in that evidence room. Wait, that evidence room. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, Vix, we did
no.
press everything. Yeah.
There's no reason for him to be in the evidence room since he's just a patrolman now.
No, there is reason for him to be in there because it's kind of his job.
Yeah, it's guard.
But I think more so kind of like, but wait a minute, don't we have evidence that states where the fingerprint in question was on?
Yeah, it was on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
Or the pass. We didn't see his pass in the paper.
You might have to look up the guy.
All right, I'll do that.
Well, again,
I'm
it's
playing
kind
as
of
Pheonix.
like,
I'll look it up.
yeah, it would be natural for his fingerprints to be in the evidence room, but it would not make sense for his fingerprints to be on Gumshoe's locker.
Yeah, and that's where we found when we did the luminol test spray.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Phoenix Wright. Let's go on to the last case. We're talking with Mr. Marshall. All right. Okay. Press Marshall's first statement.
Maybe I could have.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me just go back up. That's because you. How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month.
Yeah, that's right. And one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
Mood.
Yeah, it'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that there locker.
Apparently, his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Are you starting to get the picture there, partner?
The picture.
This seal of blood in the desert, it's just food for the buzzards.
Hmm?
There's only one reality, and that's this.
Security tape.
So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
All right.
Okay.
So once we did that, Vass.
Okay. The
So
last
there's
thing.
there's another problem. So the fifth statement. You want to press that one?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
we want to press. No, press. We still can't. We can't convince him yet. How do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports.
There was blood stain at the scene, though, left by the murder. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. Is that me? Where was wearing gloves?
Oh,
Officer Marshall's
Officer-
yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. They were just going through the thing. We were just speed talking it. Sorry.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be talking then or
Yeah.
not because of how fast.
Turbo loyal cowards, go!
No, technically we did hear this part already, so...
Yeah, but it did say press the 5th statement, so I don't know if anything adds on to it afterwards. Okay, so, oh, wait a minute, that's new. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? There we go, that's new evidence. Yeah, so we had to do that in order to unlock this part. Yeah, so videotape.
Okay.
No, video time.
Videotape?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was...
Or actually, no, sorry. No, it's, no, we have to press it. We gotta press it again, yeah.
All the pressing.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner?
Well, yeah.
No.
What do you mean?
Wait a minute. But that video is next to useless. It's so full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. The blue badger, blah, blah.
The blue bladder.
Bladder. Oh,
If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. Yeah, hello. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Show evidence. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Zip.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might end up being the one making the mistake.
What? Never! And we certainly wouldn't load our previous save if we did.
Yeah.
Alright, Sips.
Now then, let's have another look at the video.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
This song again.
We can never escape it unless you hit mute.
The ride never ends. The ride
This is why Blue Badger never made it into Poppy's playtime. Oh my god! No!
Wait,
Oh, he got stuck with something. Oh no, that was
with paint.
Get down, Officer Meekins. Get down. Get down.
Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Jump up, get down. Jump around. Jump around. What?
I genuinely, though, find it hilariously stupid just how perfect the flag is aligned, just to, like, cover his face. Like, that is...
Although there is...
You can be familiar with where the camera
brief...
is. You can't plan for that.
Hey, how are you?
but go a little bit more forward.
Okay.
A little more forward.
Oh, I'm getting a good drop on him.
It actually kind of does look like he was trying to do that.
Wait, that knife.
Yeah, that knife.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's Edgeworth's knife, isn't it?
That's worse now.
It kind of looks like it.
Switchblade knife, found crime.
Well, I was thinking more so, can we go a little bit more forward?
Blue Patcher.
Oh, sweet, we could go scene by scene.
Oh! Abner! You shot me!
Snake, remember the basics of
Wait,
CQC.
should we mention about the blood stain on the shoulder?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But let's keep going a little bit more forward.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh no,
Oh, that's the game. I thought I had something open on my computer on accident. I was doing all that clicking.
Whoops.
I was like, what the hell am I hitting?
Oh!
I could have sworn that there was a brief moment where we could have seen his
rewind.
face.
Yeah, rewind.
So that's
Wait. This handkerchief?
Mm.
That's
Well, no,
only
that's Jake Marshall's locker, but we're trying to show that. How do we know it's his face? You know, remember that's what we're trying to prove.
and it's like there's like a brief moment where the flag is not quite obscuring his face.
I don't think that's.
Oh, wait a minute. Could this be the stabbing incident of '87?
Brother.
Oh. Oh, wait. No, I say that. I thought you could. There's something on the back of the collar of that trench coat.
That's his face clipping through.
Oh. Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait, go back a little bit there.
And remember, we can go scene by scene.
A little bit more.
Reverse, I think he wants.
Yeah. Keep going some more. Is there... Okay.
Okay.
Go back forward.
Do-si-do.
Trying to think
Little rope-a-dope.
if there's
Oh, wait a
any
minute.
other identifying features on him there.
Wait, I think I can see the hilt of the knife.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yep, there. See, perfect.
That straight up looks like Edgeworth's knife.
No. What? Like go a little bit forward. Actually, that works just as well. I think that's actually the knife that's supposed to be. I think that's the knife that got broken tip.
Yeah, the switchblade. Yeah.
But it doesn't have like a tag on it.
Well, I mean, you could be covering the tag with the palm of his
Yeah,
hand.
because it kind of looks like the tag, like he's like clenching it with his index finger and his thumb.
But specifically, his hand looks like it's on the trigger of the knife.
Yeah, switchblade.
Yeah, like let's look at the knife and the evidence. The switchblade.
Court record. Yeah.
And
Oh no, it is. There's a trigger. Yeah. Look at it. See.
Yeah.
That is the knife. Yeah.
I mean,
11, folks.
we just need a clear scene where we see the knife shown to us at the camera.
I was gonna mention about the handkerchief in this one.
Well, again, we're looking for proof that. Remember, we're looking for proof that Jake Marshall, that was him in the evidence room. Yes.
Oh my god. But can I present the walker?
Okay. Well, okay, so you go through that hellish video again. There's only so many things that you can involve Marshall, his locker. Why not keep an eye on the first few times the camera pans back and forth? Okay, well, yeah, go for it. See something odd? Yeah. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
Days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less?
Oh, here it comes.
Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video.
Exactly 8 words. Not bad there, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video.
I was right about that.
Yeah. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Alright, Soups.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
Please rewind.
Man, Capcom really wanted to push the fact that they had this technology for the DS.
Yeah. Well, it was a launch game.
Oh! I never noticed that. Oh, the white cloth! It's gone! What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
My.
Now, hold your horses. I'm sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in.
Nuh-uh. We
Fuck
find
you.
fault with that statement.
Not my fault he happened to choose mine. What? Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah, I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, then prove it.
Call. Texas Hold'em.
This one.
Draw.
Yeah, evidence locker.
It's gone.
It fingerprint sensor.
Oh, he broke something.
Yep.
That's a jerky.
We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk now is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
I heard that. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Snap into a Slim Jim.
I only got one word for you, big partner. No.
I got shot. Soups.
Order! Witness, explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I ever heard.
I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Ole, please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter?
I mean, you have to when wrangling with officers of the West.
That's all right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If so, then where was the witness?
Seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right. Only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it.
Alright, Sips, where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
He was under the K.
I was gonna mention behind the Blue Badger.
He snuck in when Meekins was looking.
Mm-hmm.
He was behind the wall where the camera was stationed.
Okay, I believe right here.
So, well, where the
No.
V for victim?
Because he was in the place of, what's his
Detective
name?
Goodman, Officer Goodman. So V.
Oh yeah,
V.
we
Remember-
clicked V
Yeah, we clicked V VAS because
because
remember we
that's
saw.
where his locker is.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh okay. Jesus, game. Really get your shit together. And we correctly hit something or not.
Officer Marshall was standing right there.
There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Mm-mm. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman.
Let me guess.
I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he knew for sure. May I point out that, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman? He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his RD card, sir. Yeah. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He should have pulled a knife on me, sir! Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You got quite an imagination there, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial
Oh, really?
evidence. He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I'm dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
Yeah, well, now I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Also, I've been meaning to ask, what kind of knife is he using there?
Well, like a bowie knife, maybe.
Okay.
Well,
Actually,
say
I'm now
the
gonna
blood.
look this up.
The
who
blood
am
on
I
his shoulder.
kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes there, partner. Seems you're the only one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Ah! This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Pheonix, try
Okay,
to
so
think outside the box.
Okay, I looked it up. It seems like it is a hunting Bowie knife.
Yeah, Bowie knife.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
Is it really? Can't we just say it's to dump the thing?
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that.
I mean, we could, Raulius, but the game is forcing us to have to go down this line of logic first before we get to that option.
He opened it in order to put the cloth inside. Yeah, no spirit mediums this time.
And no sequence breaking either.
So just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Perhaps the video is the key to all of our unanswered questions. Roll that tape again! I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. There you go, Soups.
Well, let's take yet another look at the security tape and go insane with this stupid theme! After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth.
I swear, Vas, this videotape drags on longer than all the episodes of the Walton Files.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
How do you know about the Walton Files?
I've watched the Walton Files.
What, do you not like it?
Yeah, I like it. I'm just saying it's just I'm making a joke. What was that?
Dasher's apparently got a phone call. Dasher!
I'll go get you, Mr. Oh, God!
Dasher?
Heads up!
Okay, that was technically me.
Oh wait, that was you?
Yeah, it's my 3DS.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I knew that sounded a bit familiar.
For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman. And entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet.
Yeah.
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
Bloody white coat.
British humor.
You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Raleigh?
Raleigh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, not bad, partner.
Oof.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Yeah, looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now. Now would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
All right. Seems the time has come.
Marshall's confession.
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and stressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence.
I heard I geek.
I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be?
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
It was
That's
way
certainly
too
one way
much
to say
blood
that.
for such a small donation.
Okay, so do we press all?
Yeah. When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask, partner?
SL9. SL9.
It from the terror beyond space.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Oh.
That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation.
Or was he?
Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
if I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
So you did it to fool the security camera.
Super.
And the detective's ID card.
I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filing out that lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But he could, because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Alright, keep pressing. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins to try to drive him off?
Well, let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Confirmation certainly is a 1 in a million type person. Ugh. We're setting a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. Oh, thank you, sir. What did Edgeworth get
Oh,
to
but not me. I see how it is.
Anyway, he threw himself at me. I ended up cutting him slightly.
Although you wouldn't tell that by the way he vanished.
Yeah, you'd think one of his fingers got cut off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it turned out that way. With me knocking him out and everything, I mean.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
I don't know what to say.
Say yes. It
Turn
tends
out
to work.
Officer Meekin's out and...
So, you did your research beforehand? Yes, Wes?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner.
That is true.
I think it would make a difference, though. Security tapes erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left.
However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins.
If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? Sleeping like a baby.
Sorry. So what they're saying is on that day...
But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
Blurred
What
aliens.
are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me. And I ain't dead yet there, partner.
So you stole the evidence from the locker.
Actually, nah, I didn't.
Why not?
When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
Dun dun dun. Cliffhanger.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor. Dr. Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
That is correct. Why did you do this? Seeing the detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself, so will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one's mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. You know why. Yes, we know. But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dock case. Involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's still something that bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with that. I think he knows. I'm feeling we want to appear. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that last one, now we go with the DL9. Or SL9.
Yep.
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice there, partner.
Yeah, instead, you should be munching on some cactus candy.
I have the SL.
It's really good stuff, though.
I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard the name. 2 years ago,
Ta-da!
he received the same
Uh-oh.
lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor?
You must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. KOP. Now I remember Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did.
That's right. He was killed, and the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you?
Well, what do you think, Judge?
He was
Oh, that's his hair.
my brother.
Mhm.
He was investigating the murders with Damon Game, the then Deputy Chief of Police.
Oh, there's him.
The detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer.
Joe Dark.
Joe Dark. My brother fought Dirk, and he was killed. It was the first time Dirk left behind any evidence. It was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least, according to public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone.
Oh.
No one could have beaten him in a fight.
And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions?
There's more
Hey,
of my
there have been
brother's
more
death
insane-
than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's got to be more than just...
So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office or parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. But wait, A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department.
Seems to me the boy's got the draw on you, Burner.
All the mysteries at the police department have been resolved. No doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Objection.
Arrgh.
Boo.
I rest my case. Yeah, what a lousy attorney.
You had one chance to use the whole. You better use the single word option, and you wasted it on a grunt.
Oh, no, I did the Charlie Brown.
Although I'll be perfectly honest, I don't really remember that being more tied to Charlie Brown and his good grief.
Since the trial has reached its conclusion, there's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant...
Hold it!
What?
Your Honor! Wait!
Emma?
The bench has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright? Are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor, in a sense.
Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
I was kind of shocked. I mean, finding out the Cecil 9 evidence referred to the Joe Dark Drake killings.
Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day, so I knew his fingerprints that had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker?
No fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can say Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, If you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If I've ever needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I object.
Right. Remember our deal. If I'm incriminated, you have to defend me.
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. The only thing that seems clear is you're grasping, Mr. Wright.
I'm staring very intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans.
Jesus, you okay there, Deadpool?
No, that was Dasher.
Me.
That was Dasher clearing his throat. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
Well, let's pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
The jar, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the only
No,
thing.
I would have thought it was the whatchamacallit, the Blue Badger.
Yeah, I'd say the Blue Badger myself.
It's either going to be the Blue Badger or...
Yeah, look at the hand mark. Yeah, you see the hand mark on his face?
What about that piece of plywood?
Well summed up.
The Blue Badger, mascot of the police force.
Soon to be discontinued.
Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Oh, don't tell me you were told that you'd be paid an extra 30 cents by saying the name.
Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here.
So?
So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well?
Well, what?
Ah! That's right, so long as the Blue Badger's dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker.
What?
Oh!
Oh, that's
Critical shot.
So that means, just what exactly does this mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker.
Don't look at me. I didn't put it there.
That's right. Take it through scientifically.
Emma?
On that afternoon, Officer Mingus was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in.
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
But it's a very fun game, sir.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice. How? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time... someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been... It had to have been... Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. The murder portrayed in the... the murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. Fake! However... That does not explain the blood mark found on the locker of Detective Gumshoe. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred. When did the first incident occur?
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who is posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this.
Very well, then tell us. When did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence?
Okay, it's gotta be the vase.
Yeah. This is the proof. It's quite simple, you see. If it's so simple, then don't get it wrong. Huh?
Was an acceptable excuse. We wouldn't need police.
First incident took place before the Blue Badger was brought to the room, right? Say, when was the Blue Badger brought here? There anyway?
I don't have a chart listing a bunch of times or something.
Oh.
Proof that shows when the murder took place, Meekins. You know. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. The time that it was brought in.
Yeah, because Meekins said himself that the first time he was logged in was to bring in the Blue Badger.
No, Bass, the ID
time chart.
Time chart, yeah.
This one?
Yeah,
Yes.
ID card record. Yeah, so you said
Because we-
777. The crime took place inside the evidence room, and the killer would have had to enter it. And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
An ID card. Oh, the ID record!
Show of hands, how many of us photographed that?
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at...
Let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Oh! Oh! Miles Edgeworth!
My
What have you
Sharona.
done?
No, I was gonna say, Manta Ray!
I never figured you would have had the nerve, boy.
Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me.
Nope. I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand either.
It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. It would have just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. I'm not Quicksilver.
Or the Flash, or any other well-known speedster in the comic industry.
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card number remaining. 777-7777.
Jackpot.
Talk
Or a
about
taxi
lucky
number.
Yeah, I mean, it happened at 420. Eh.
But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand. He must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777777.
Wadsworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 777777.
That's 17 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card.
What? Why?
At least at present. What?
Explain yourself, son.
The ID number 7777777 belongs to someone with a higher rank of captain, or higher than that. Someone who is a so-called executive officer.
Can you guess where this is going?
We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. But that's ridiculous. Just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
An official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge?
You're all like, ain't you? Get your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates.
You know, this makes this a little bit weird, considering that we're doing this last after we've had 2 whole games where we kind of started to work away from that.
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question then.
Yes.
No, not you. To her. It's the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive.
Lana? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number. And it's not 7777777.
Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I wanted to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident.
The FL9 incident.
Oh, that's getting good.
Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence?
Ah.
Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? Dasher, you ready?
You kinda?
Yeah, he's Dasher said the line, Master. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, we...
Occasionally built the powerless possession of the law. At least I did.
Lana!
I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. Before I realized it, you were the one being suppressed by the law.
Bandit, just what are you saying?
I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
Hey, prosecutor, you didn't.
That I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Why won't you answer him?
District Power required drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do. In order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
Luana!
And it involved proportional evidence.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Ah, Rally coming in strong.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
No. No! Oh my god! Riot! Riot! Lana's remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. Chairs were being thrown. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day.
Yo.
And it was all done on Skynet.
To be continued at Brawl in the Courtroom, Part 8.
Huh.
All right, man, Vass, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
man, that was
Indeed.
a long one. All right.
All right, Rallius,
It turned
thank you for doing
into
Jake Marshall.
Yeah.
The
this
courtroom
monster.
blitz.
Courtroom blitz. A courtroom
All right,
blitz.
all right. So you want to stop it right here?
Yes. Whew. This
Oh.
next part's going to be a long investigation again.
Oh, it sure will be.
Mhm.
Holy moly.
Oh, this is gonna be
Just- yeah.
since the bridge to turnabout. That this is gonna be like a 5-parter.
Supa, you did an amazing job, and yes, I do like the way Vass drew you. Don't let it be mistaken. I thought.
I wasn't like upset about it.
Yeah, no, Vass did a great job on.
Yeah, we know
Lego.
Lego's a goober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know Lego's a dingus.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute gooby.
But yeah, now you see why I enjoy the Blue Badger, because they just all the fact that he was the crucial evidence.
Yeah.
Meh.
And
I
the
mean,
very
I
thing
mean,
that
I mean, this
actually
won't
made
be the
whole
last time the
thing
Blue
just-
Badger is gonna be used.
Yeah, there's going to be count them, 2 more times where the Blue Badger's going to come up.
Well, well, I was thinking about one, but I'm not so sure.
One is Investigations 1, obviously, but the other one is Pheonix Wright versus Professor Layton.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like early on in the first case they bring up the Blue Badger there.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to check that out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the recording now.